Hi everyone, welcome back to the AP Palfs channel. It's AP here, and tonight we are back with our Road to Master Rank episode 2. At the end of episode 1 we had a silver skill rating and a B safety rating, and an attendance rating of A, not that that really matters. Let's see how we get on tonight. Quite a few races, quite a few events, and some dirty driving as well. So our first race of episode 2 is at Austria, a popular track in ranked lobbies, and you always know you're in trouble when the guy in front of you disappears just before the red lights. So here we go then, loading into the lobby, just waiting for one guy who was actually the fastest guy in this lobby. So the lights come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't get off to too bad a start. A couple of guys just wait on the grid to avoid the chaos. As we come up, we see the first dive bomber going up the inside, taking a ridiculous line through turn 1. There's going to be contact. We're trying to stay out the way. We oversteer back onto the track. We smash into the inside barrier. A little bit of extra carnage there for you, and probably my own fault. Race over. So that was it for the race. We didn't pit for the new rear wing. We just ended up struggling towards the end, and just for good measure we smashed the other side of the wing as well, because who needs a front wing on online lobbies? So we carried on the race. We struggled on. We finished in 5th, and we ended up in 7th overall. So not the best start. My own fault, that incident. But we carry on. So we finished the first race of the night with a silver rating, and we progressed with our safety rating as well. Here we go then, second race, Bahrain Short, which has been a popular track recently because of TRL Limitless videos. But nevertheless, it's one of my favourite tracks. I really like Bahrain Short, and I'm a fan of the short circuits. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we get on here. So we're back on the grid. Not too bad a size lobby actually, and here we go then, 5 red lights are coming on, 12 in the lobby, and it's lights out and away we go. We don't get off to too bad a start. It all seems fairly clean at the moment, no people swerving across the track. We try and get to the race line just to defend our line. Here come the dive bombers, and one of the guys completely forgets the first corner exists. We have a bit of contact there because he just brakes randomly. And that's a little bit of damage front wing, a bit of chaos in front of us. There's the first spin, and there's the online lobbies coming back to hit us. Nice wide line through that corner. Guy spinning off to the left thinking he's missed the Grand Prix circuit. And now the race can begin. So here we go then. Down to 4th for the left-hander. We oversteer wide a little bit because of our front wing. Haven't quite adapted to the damage yet. Guy on the left smashes the barriers. It's just a standard night in an online lobby, isn't it? One guy spinning in front of us, so we make up another position. 3 people run wide. Now this is where it actually got interesting. Now the guy in front of us actually turned out to be a really good, competent racer, and he leaves us a bit of room there. A little bit. That's good for an online lobby, I think. And then we've got 2 guys in front of us actually racing each other. Got the guy behind us coming alongside us now, not trying to take me out on the start-finish straight, just racing. Coming down the outside. Everyone's all holding their line and behaving themselves at the moment, and then we've got a little bit of contact there because the guy right at the front of our train at the moment takes a weird line through turn 1. And we've actually got some racing. We've found some people who can race cars. Now the guy in front, Nasija, runs wide. We take a drag on him, but it's very close. He's a very fast guy, this driver. Stays defensive, doesn't take me out in that corner, gives me space. Fantastic. I was actually over the moon about this lobby. And this battle actually continued for the whole race. It stayed clean from the majority of the time, and we're going to skip forward in a minute to a little bit further around the lap, but you can see everyone's getting on in this lobby and no one's taking each other out. Okay, so as we continue round, and we're coming into the final corner now, and it's still getting a bit tasty. There's still scope for something to go wrong. Nasija makes up 2 places on the other drivers, and as we come down the start finish straight, we're still trained up. DRS has been activated. We can't use it this lap though. And we are going to dive into turn 2. We've got a late dive by the purple car in front of us. There's going to be contact, and they've taken each other out. And as we skip forward a bit further into lap 3, you can see that the first bit is not great driving there, where the guy's not giving me enough space at the corner exit and not giving me my car's width of room. But nevertheless, we skip forward again, and we're on the DRS, and we get past him. But here comes Nasija, the guy who got taken out at just between turn 1 and turn 2. He is back, We're going around the outside. We're risking it on an online lobby going around the outside, but lots of clean racing there from this guy. I enjoyed having a race against this guy. 2 cars on the outside there, so we make up a couple of positions up to 4th, and that's pretty much where the race stayed. Great race, really enjoyed that one against some really clean drivers, overall clean drivers for ranked lobbies. So silver's safety rating still, and we went up to 96%, so we're getting close to the end of our B safety rating, which is fantastic. And then France came along. Now, I don't like France. I've never enjoyed France. It's one of those tracks that I've never really liked to practice because it's boring. And the racing is not great there because of all the runoffs and because of all the just the nature of the track. It's not. I just don't enjoy it. So anyway, here we go then. We're going to head into France. Don't forget, if you are enjoying this video, click the subscribe button and turn notifications on. And here we go then. We're on the grid. We qualified second. Nasija, our friend from Bahrain Short, is on pole. And here we go then. We are off, and we get not a bad start. We're going to get swamped on the inside here, and this is where the bad driving starts. We get squeezed, and he brakes super early, and we can't do anything about that because no one brakes that early for turn 1 in France. We lose the front wing. We decide to stick with it though, and we do catch up to the field halfway through lap 3, and we start racing this guy in front of us. He's got a penalty anyway. Brake check to that corner. Who brakes there? No one brakes there. It's a full throttle corner, and you don't downshift until you've gone past the first apex. We get squeezed a little bit there, so we avoid the contact because we've already lost part of our front wing from a brake check. And here we go then. We're on the DRS, and we're going past the guy on the outside. He gives us lots of room. Fair play to him. Good level of respect there. Doesn't smash us off the track at turn 1 despite the wing damage, and actually races really cleanly through there. So he just likes to check your brakes through fast right-handers. And then we come up to our friend, the man who ruined our race on the first lap, and we've got another brake check going into the corner. These guys must be using brake assist, but we lose our wing there, and that was really the end of the race. I want you to remember that guy because he comes back to haunt us. But nevertheless, we carry on racing against our friend who's taken us out at the start and brake checked us. We go down the inside this time, lots of space, and fair play to him. He actually keeps his wits about him that time, and there's no contact, but he does come and try getting around us. He goes off the track to overtake, and then still wheel bangs us. So, and there's another attempt at taking me out, so we go wide there. We get smashed at this corner as well, and we're about to get overtaken by the guy who smashed us in the gearbox. Yeah, I just don't like France. And this lobby, this race had some dirty races in, which just meant you couldn't race, you couldn't enjoy it. But we got some DRS overtakes, which is quite nice. But I want you to remember the guy who's in 5th at the moment, the guy in front of us, because, like I said earlier, he's going to come back to haunt us in another race a few minutes from now. So we had, yeah, by this point you don't really care in an online lobby. You've hardly got a front wing left. You got DRS open. Trying to just drive to adjust it. We get wheel bang going through there because of lack of racecraft, and then there we go. We finished the race, 7th place. Didn't enjoy that one. So our silver rating stays. Our progress rating drops significantly because of corner cutting and all that. Here we go then. Brazil. Remember the guy in 5th place. So lights out and away we go for Brazil. Our next race in this Road to Master episode. Our friend from the last race is still banging wheels at the first corner. He runs wide, and there's just contact where the guy rejoins the track and just forces everyone wide. But here we go then. Brazil. Great track. Love racing on Brazil, but we've got chaos in front of us already. We've got people forcing each other wide, wheel banging, and we take our time. We've just got to be patient at this stage. We've already seen the capable. There's the first incident. Guy smashing into a corner. That's his race over. As we head into the sector 2, this is never a place for battling on online lobbies. You've just got to be patient here. And we've got a dive up the inside. He's just lost part of his front wing for that dive in. I mean, it amazes me like how many people don't understand patience. I get 5 lappers are just about racing as hard as you can, trying to make as many positions up, but you have to show some form of patience, don't you? So here we go then. We're going to brake there because that guy had no run through the corner or just laid off the throttle. He's braked really early again. He must be on brake assist. And here we go. I hate brake assist. I think it's the worst assist. But he gives us a little bit of a squeeze. We get a bit scared, so we run a bit wide to try and not end our race. We get a corner cut, an exceeding track limits penalty, but we get past him and we've still got a front wing and we're still in the race, which is probably the most important thing at this point. And right, remember our friend from France who braked early. Here we go then. He joins the track, he slows right down and he shows us the opening and he closes it and we spin out, and yeah, just couldn't react quick enough to him changing his line at the last minute. I'll leave you to judge whether that's his fault or my fault, but he left an opening, I went for it and then couldn't react quick enough. So we got to the end of the Brazil race. We crossed the line and yeah, our race was sort of ruined there, but there we go. Right, so silver rank went down to bronze because of all the incidents we were involved in, and we lost a lot of points on our B safety rating. So this is how we finished Road to Master Rank episode 2 with a bronze skill rating and a B safety rating. So not the best night, but we'll try and build when we get to episode 3. Thanks a lot for riding on board with me today, and if you did enjoy this Road to Master Rank episode 2, don't forget to click the like button. There's more content from my AP Palfs channel in the middle of the screen now, and if you do check it out and you do enjoy it, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss any future uploads from me, and you know when I'm live streaming an APP F1 race on my channel. Thanks a lot for watching. My name's AP, and I'll see you all very soon.